Hey everyone, it's Johnny Lou from TJ's DJ's Mobile Entertainment. First of all, Happy New Year. It's 2011. I hope that this year treats you even better than last year and the year before that. Just maintain positive thinking, alright? And it'll be better. No doubt about it. That's funny. I said positive thinking because tonight just was a whole bunch of negatives. I don't want to admit it, but it was. It just seemed like everything that could have happened tonight went wrong for me. I told myself that I was going to make more YouTube videos because I really think that the videos help people. You know, I know the ones that I've seen from other DJs have really given me another way to look at situations, especially like gig logs and stuff. You know, how a DJ set up, what kind of lights are they using, even like how they're playing their music. You know, everyone has a whole different slew of ways that, you know, you can play your tune, whether it's vinyl or CD or MP3s or whatever, you know. Tonight for me, well, first of all, every Saturday night I have a regular bar gig. Now, I just started it in the month of November, the last week of November. And it's been going well. It's really been picking up. And, you know, today is the first, and everyone's all partied out from yesterday. I really wasn't expecting tonight to be a great night by any means, but it wasn't bad. It was better than my expectations. I'm a little tired myself, so I mean, I wasn't, you know, I unfortunately, I didn't give 100%. I was at like 90, you know, because I was just exhausted come 2 o'clock in the morning. My big story, though, was before I even went to the gig. At 6 o'clock, now my gigs tended to, at 6 o'clock, I went down to the bar to help a DJ friend of mine set up because he was actually playing from 6 to 10. So I said to him, I said, you know, I mean, we're friends. So I said to him, you know, why don't you use my equipment? You could use your laptop, and then this way we don't have to worry about, you know, juggling a setup or a teardown at 10 o'clock, and then, you know, by the time your equipment leaves, my equipment gets set up, all of a sudden it's like 10:30, quarter to 11. You know, I might as well keep the music just flowing because it would be better for the bar owners. So we did that, and, you know, the transition was great. But it was before I arrived at the bar. On my way here, you know, it was about 8:45 or something like that. I'm driving down my road, and all of a sudden I see a bicycle, you know, sort of like laid down by the edge of somebody's driveway. It was almost like it looked like it was trash. Somebody was throwing it out. You know, and I got thinking, I'm like, well, why are you guys throwing away a bike when it's not even trash night? You know, and then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, you know, there was something wrapped around the bike. Why would they wrap something around the bike? And all of a sudden, like, my brain put 2 and 2 together, because sometimes it's slow to do that. And I was like, let me make sure that that wasn't a person. So I turned my truck around, and then all of a sudden, I look with my high beams, and there is a guy laying down on the side of the road, you know, just basically fell over on his bike. And, no, I have absolutely no medical training whatsoever. I mean, I think when I was in 6th grade, I took a first aid class, and that was probably the best that I could do. But, you know, I mean, if the guy's in trouble, I want to help him out, you know? So I went up to the guy, and he's basically passed out on the ground. You know, I ended up, you know, being able to talk to him. He was conscious, you know, but you could tell that he wasn't all there. And he says to me he had a seizure on his bicycle and fell over. So, you know, obviously I want to help the guy out, so I'm ready to call an ambulance, but he doesn't want me to call an ambulance. He doesn't want any medical treatment, doesn't want anything, you know, so what are you going to do? So I basically told him, all right, man, I'll see you later. And as soon as I got back in my truck, I got on the phone with 911. I turned my truck around again because I had to go the opposite way to get to work, and all of a sudden the kid is now falling off his bicycle again, having another seizure. You know, luckily the police were there at that time. He just literally happened to be going up the road when this happened. So while I was on the phone with 911, that dispatcher was able to talk to the police officer, and we sort of straightened it all out. But it was sort of like a good thing that I had my buddy set up at the bar, because all of a sudden I had to fill out a police report. I had to, you know, stay there a little bit longer, and I didn't get to work until, you know, after my start time. But, I mean, it wasn't really late. It was only like 10 minutes or something, 5-10 minutes. And, you know, I text my friend and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just keep the music going for an extra couple of songs? You know, I'll just be a few minutes and I'll be right there. I'll take it over from there and we'll be good to go. And it went very, very well. The transition, as far as that goes, went great. But, you know, I was sort of spent as soon as I got to my gig, you know, because I felt like, you know, I was still all riled up, you know, the heart was racing a little bit because, you know, the guy was in trouble and I was trying to help him out, and, you know, when all those emergency vehicles come there, you know, you just start freaking out. At least I do. I don't know about you guys, so. But, I mean, all in all, the gig was pretty good. For the 1st of January, the day after New Year's Eve, there was a lot of people. I mean, I was pretty pleased. So, you know, this year I definitely want to get some more gig logs up there. You know, I think that they're going to help the people, not only who are just getting involved in it, but even the experienced DJs to just get a different view of how somebody, you know, sets up. So, feel free to subscribe to the channel, friend up with me, whatever. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Always feel free. Leave any comments. Video comments are even better just because I hate to read, I'll be honest with you. It's Johnny Lou, TJ's DJ's Mobile Entertainment up here in upstate New York.